Hunting. It's an American tradition. Going out into the wilderness armed to the teeth and getting drunk with your friends while slaughtering helpless animals. Alright, in reality, hunting is more about the sport of tracking an animal rather than just senseless killing. Now, granted, some folks might not agree, but the guys over at Expansive World Games have created an extremely true-to-life hunting simulator. How does The Hunter stack up against similar titles? Let's take a look. Most hunting games today are arcade-style shooters. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, Big Buck Hunter, and Duck Hunt are prime examples of a sporting game that pays no attention to the actual rules of the game. The Hunter is nothing like these. It's a free-to-play downloadable game from Expansive Worlds, a division of Avalanche Studios who brought you Just Cause 2. It's not only a measure of weapon skill, but it's also an endurance test. Patience is key in The Hunter. During your hunt for deer, elk, turkey, and several other species of wildlife, you'll spend most of your time carefully trekking through the woods. This isn't a bad thing, however. This game has some of the most beautiful environments seen in any downloadable game. The sun tracks across the sky, clouds create shadows over fields, and sporadic rainstorms sound so realistic that you'll feel glad you're not actually out in the elements. Sound design also plays a huge part in the gameplay. Not only does the impressive audio make the forest truly come alive, it also alerts you to the presence of any nearby animals. Using your hunter mate, which basically serves as your eyes and ears in the woods, you can follow animal calls, tracks, and droppings. These help you gauge how close you are to your prey and how sneaky you have to be. Depending on the wind direction, visibility, it can get pretty foggy, and how much noise you're making, there's a good chance you'll scare off your prey your first few times out. As you hunt more, however, you'll earn experience. With each animal you track or weapon you use, you'll gain experience, making you slightly better with each skill. You and your hunting buddies can compare shots, scores, and tracking skills online via the Hunter's browser-based profile pages. The one downfall of this is that you can't hunt in-world with your friends, though depending on who your friends are, this could be a good thing. The only real problem I have with the game is this. Of all the species you can hunt within its woods, there's one that got left out.
The #1 threat to America, bears.
That's right, no bears. Now, I understand that only so many animals can populate a given section of a forest, but a hunting game without bears is like Dick Cheney without all of his robot parts. Maybe we can hope for a DLC where you can hunt not only bears, but the deadliest game of all.
Come on, nation! I want you!
Beavers! But in all seriousness, The Hunter from Expansive Worlds is a beautiful, tense, and hyper-realistic sim. It's free to play if you just want to hunt deer, and the online community is big and getting bigger. The only bad thing about it? No bears. Alright, it's not a big deal, but this game does cater to a very specific audience. If you enjoy the thrill of the hunt and have the patience for such realistic gameplay, The Hunter is a game you won't want to let get away. It gets a 4.5. Out of 5.